Today's video is very exciting. We are going to be creating gyotaku, which is directly translated to fish impression in Japanese. This art form was invented by Japanese fishermen who needed a way to document the fish that they caught, because often they would let the fish go back into the ocean. And it just helped them to keep track of the different fish that they did catch. So I have here rubber fish. These are amazing and necessary for this project. So unfortunately, if you don't have one of these, you wouldn't be able to do this. So I have 2 pieces of paper. This is just newsprint paper. It's nice and thin, and that's actually the best results I found is on thinner paper. Then I have a tray with a very light coating of paint and a sponge brush. Too much paint in the tray will lead to fish prints that are unclear, and too much paint on your sponge brush will also lead to unclear prints. So you want to dab paint off. You don't want this to have too much paint. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start by dotting. You're not brushing back and forth. So you're dotting, and you want to work quick because you want to make sure that this paint doesn't dry. This is tempera paint, and it dries pretty quickly. It might surprise you. So work fast and try to cover all the different parts of the fish. So I'm just dotting. I don't want to have too much paint, nothing globby. I just want a thin layer of paint all over every part of my fish. Once you've got this covered, right away you're going to take this piece of newsprint paper and you're going to press it on top. And there's something really, really important about how you do this. So I'm going to just make sure everything is evenly covered. And now we're ready. So now I'm going to take the newsprint paper. I'm not moving the fish. I'm putting it so that my name is showing right on top of the fish. And once I place it down, it cannot move. This hand, my left hand, is going to help hold the paper still. And this hand is going to do the rubbing. And when I'm rubbing, I'm just using like the tips of my fingers just to sort of feel around the entire shape of this tail fin, for example. I remember when I was dotting, I felt 2 fins. I painted 2 fins up here. So now I want to feel for those 2 fins. So the dotting process is slow, but the rubbing process, the dotting process of the paint is fast, but the rubbing process is slow. My mistake. So I'm just gently rubbing the fins, and I'm keeping this hand on the paper so that we don't have it move. I also want to try to make sure that I get to the tip of the fish's head, and I just want to make sure that I've gotten all of it. Okay? Once I feel like I've done a good job, I can peel this back slowly, because if you go too fast, it might rip. And there it is, a beautiful fish print. So that's it. But if you're going to do more than one, you're definitely able to go on the same fish. I am going to use the same color again, but it's the same exact process. And just knowing that you have some paint already on here means that you just need to add more paint, and you want to remember not too much. Paint that gets on the table might be an issue because it'll show up on your paper. So not too much paint, but you want to get it covered and you want to dab quick. So this is the fast part of this project. And then when I do the rubbing, it's slow and careful. And I'm remembering all the fins that I'm painting. So there's 2 bottom ones, there's 2 top ones, there's the tail fin, and then I see that little fin on the side. Place my paper down. Helping hand holds the paper still, and this hand gently, slowly, and carefully rubs the tail fin, the dorsal fins, which are at the top, pelvic fin, anal fin, pectoral fin, all the different fish parts, the scales on the body, and the head. Okay, I think I got it all. Let's peel it back and see. And you have to realize sometimes your prints won't come out really great, and other times they will. And if they don't come out great once, that's okay. You get to try it again. and just work hard on the right amount of paint and making sure the paper does not move when you are rubbing. Have fun with this. I can't wait to see what your fish prints come out like.